Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if you are new. I thought it's Sunday afternoon. I have a little pumpkin here. Just going to put it somewhere out the way. Show you the pumpkin again. Smallest pumpkin in the world. Cute. I have my lovely coffee. And I thought, let's start a new spooky edition of a colouring chat. So I've got two books. This one has literally just arrived through the post as we speak. It is the Beauty of Horror Halloween special. It is tricks and treats. Much smaller than the other Beauty of Horror, but I'm not mad about that. I knew it was because I've seen it in videos. I just thought a nice quick one. It's quite thin, but I thought for the month that we're in, it's really handy. So I've thought I would do, it is week 2 of the spooky scavenger hunt over on the Colouring Squad on Facebook. I will I will post the link to that group in the description below. And this week our prompt is pumpkin spice and everything and all things nice. Pumpkin spice and all things nice. So obviously pumpkin there I'm going to latch on to, and I've got 2 pages in my mind. The first one is this one that has just arrived, and it's this spooky pumpkin lady. I'm guessing is it Juliana dressed up, I'm not sure, but there's this pumpkin lady. She's got a trick-or-treat bucket all over the place. She's hanging a dead decapitated head. So that was one option to do. The only thing that's not putting me off, but I'm not too sure how I'm going to tackle it, is this border around the outside is very thin. So that's the only thing I'm not quite sure where to go with it. So that's option 1. And then option 2 is as you have seen in my what I am colouring this month. So we have this lovely page called Pumpkin Pie by Hannah Lynn is option number 2. Really should have done a vote or something, shouldn't I? And then option number 3 is not that one, but he is cute, and I've just seen a gorgeous finished version of this. But it is this one, so this little family of pumpkin heads. I am absolutely obsessed with The Nightmare Before Christmas. It's one of my favourite films. I absolutely love Jack the Pumpkin King, and he is giving me Jack the Pumpkin vibes like straight away. So I'm thinking it's going to be this. So should we just do this? That looks like a toffee apple. Obviously it's colouring heavy. I've got an idea already in my head that I'm probably going to use markers and pencil over the top, because that is just how I roll, especially on these colouring chats for now, because we all know I am slow. So I'm sorry, I'm just getting myself comfy. Do you know what? I'm just going to hire myself up because... Oh, no, I've just lowered myself down. Oh, I feel very low when I'm colouring. That just feels a bit better, but I can't fit under the desk. Right, that'll do. Okay, so... Grabbed some swatches. When I say some, I literally mean some. These are just my Arteza swatches that I swatched dead quick and threw in my marker basket. And I think I'm going to... This is a tropical set because it's got no greys in, and the greys are in the... Oh, no, it's not. The greys are in the tropical set. So this is the Deco Tones. So I thought these were lovely colours. Definitely good for a base, I think, for our pumpkins. So I'm going to start there. And the pencils that I've decided to go for, because bless them, they're still in the tin. I've never swatched them. Basically for no other reason than can't be bothered, because I've already done them once. Are the polys. I've got the 120 polys out, so we'll use some of them. I have no idea how far we're going to get, guys, but let's just have a go. So I've pulled out these 3 colours. These 3 colours? Yeah, these 3 colours. Let me get that colour. I think that's vintage yellow. It's nice for a base. Just need to whip my head off. Okay, so we'll tackle the pumpkins first. So I've got these 4 colours out here, which are Marmalade Orange. So I know it's not a colour along, it is a colour and chat, but I just thought I'll show you what colours I'm using. So Marmalade Orange, Vintage Yellow, Tuscan Sun and Canary Yellow. So these are yellows, but if you see when I lay them down, they've got quite an orangey tone to them. So I think they'll work quite nice as a base for our pumpkins. So I love it. It's so cute. Right, I'm going to start off with this post-it notes all in this magazine because, as you know, I have full ambitions, gone way overboard. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking because we're 6 minutes in and I've not covered a single thing. So I'm thinking let's do these little pumpkins around the outside, and I am loving this colour. Let me just check it because I don't know. Yep, I'm loving this colour, which is Marmalade Orange. So it is an orange. I'm just going to go over the full pumpkin because I'm going to black out his little eyes with a fine liner or a Posca. The only thing is I have to be really, really careful because it does bleed through the line art. Paper's not amazing, but it'll do. Let me zoom you in a little bit so you can see slightly better. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do all of it. Yeah, I think I'm going to do... Is that part of the pumpkin there? It is now. Okay, so it's Sunday afternoon, just in case you're wondering when I'm filming this. I have no idea what time it is, but it's definitely gone 1 o'clock because the Formula One's on. I'm at my desk and don't have a clock on the wall in here, and I've not got my watch on, and I film on my phone, so the only reason I'll know when I filmed enough is when we reach an hour, and I'll just stop, and what we've done. Now, 1 minute, I'm just considering my other pumpkin-y options here. I think I quite like that colour from, see that one there? And it is actually called Pumpkin Orange, so I'm going to get it because I want to mix up. I don't want all the pumpkins to literally be the same colour. Sorry for the banging, just a bit clumsy as we know. But I'm thinking, let me just put the lid back on that. Thinking for this little cute pumpkin girl, I'm assuming she's a girl, she's got frilly sleeves on and he looks like a boy. It's got a tail as well, that's a bit random. That's a tail there, isn't it? Random. Anyway, never mind. Yeah, so it's Sunday afternoon. I thought I'd come on and film a little bit of this. Been a bit of a funny one, guys. I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to go into too much detail either, but we had something happen at the house on Friday that was unexpected and not very nice. So it was quite stressful. I had to come home from work to deal with it. So yesterday we just had a quiet day. Well, we went to the cinema, which we'd planned to do anyway, so we decided we would still go. I just want to check I've actually put some underneath this. Yep. Yeah, so that was eventful. But we're all okay. which is the main thing. So I went to watch James Bond yesterday, and I absolutely loved it. I'm not going to give away any spoilers, but it was really, really good. So Skyfall is like my favourite, but I would definitely say that that is a very close second, if not maybe like more my favourite than Skyfall. I feel like I need to watch Skyfall to be able to like make that comparison. Do you know what I mean? So last week I started a double page spread. You'll have seen it on Instagram if you follow me. I'll link my account below in the description. If you're not, check it out. But I've been working out with a buddy colour with my buddy Karen Colouring over on Instagram. And we decided to tackle a double page spread from Hannah Carzon's new book, Tales from the Witch's Cottage. And you know when you just underestimate how much work it's going to be, was one of those situations. I quite like that colour. What's that colour? That might be sunflower yellow. I've just spotted another colour that I quite like, you know, as a base. I'm just gonna I think it's sunflower yellow. I'm just gonna check. Oop, just hit the camera. Yep, I like that one. So the colours that I've added are pumpkin orange and sunflower yellow, because I don't want these pumpkins to all look exactly the same. So I'm trying to, what's this? Sunflower yellow. And that's very orange. It's almost the same orange as that marmalade one. Never mind. Might dry slightly lighter, mightn't it? Yeah, so my plan is to base this in markers and then poly over the top. Just because I don't use my polys that much, not because I don't like them, because I absolutely love them. I'm going to be totally honest. They are currently in the tin, so I don't have a pencil case for them, so that feels like a bit of a faff to me. And I haven't actually got any swatches for them, and that is purely because I have swatched them once. That was the same bloody colour as well. I've swatched them once, lost the swatches, and I thought I just can't sit down and swatch them again. So because I haven't got swatches, that puts me off a little bit, because I basically don't want to sit there having to look for colours, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So it's purely lazy reasons. It's total and utter laziness. See, these yellows are all very, very orangey. I love this issue though. I think I'm thinking in a black acrylic background. Very fussy back, it's very flat, like, might have to make that part of his jacket like this is just a lot going on. Random, isn't it? That tail's very odd. Let's have a drink. Yeah, so I thought, you know what? Let's get some markers out. Let's have a go with that. I've never used the polys in here though, so that is a bit scary because I don't know how that's going to go down. But we can only try and tackle this big pumpkin head. Our Jack wannabe. I love it. Love this artist though. Morgan Pip. I'm going to have to check them out because I love the page behind, which is that cute, like, undead That looks a bit like a squirrel, to be honest. The only thing that scares me using these markers on here, because I absolutely love them, I'm scared the paper's gonna literally suck them dry. But they're there to be used, aren't they? There's no point. I've bought them, might as well enjoy them. Absolutely love a brush nib as well. Yeah, so we went to watch James Bond yesterday. Loved it. The cinema was so busy. We literally live near a really, really small cinema that is genuinely never, ever busy. So we always book, it's just easier. We booked tickets early in the week, to be honest, because as I say, we'd already planned that we were definitely going. When we got there, it was just so busy. And I'm like, I like to be early, me. Like to be quite early, like to get me popcorn and me drink and get myself settled in my seat, like in plenty of time. And I also, this might sound really, really sad, but I absolutely love the trailers. Like, I love seeing the trailers. Like, really love it. So I'm in this queue waiting to get my popcorn, and it wasn't moving. There was a lot of people around, and I was like, oh my god, I'm going to miss the trailers. We're actually going to miss the trailers. I like the way that canary yellow's dried now. So I'm just going to make this dude up here that colour because it looks cute. And I'm just going over the eyes because I'm going to, as I say, I'm going to shade around them, but then I'm just going to black them out with Posca, I think. Yeah, it was just so busy, so busy. But then the actual screening of the film wasn't that busy, and there was a lot of children. So I'm thinking people must have been to watch Addams Family, because that only came out on Friday. But I've genuinely never, ever, ever seen it so busy, which is a good thing, don't get me wrong. Like, it's been shut for how long? Like, they've probably got a lot to... I said to Lee, like, I'm glad it's busy because I want them to be earning money and things, because I'd be absolutely devastated if it closed. Like, I drive anyway, so I drive there, but it is literally 5 minutes, if that. I could walk there, but too lazy for that. But then if it closed, like the cinema, like I would have to drive to other cinemas, and they are like 20-25 minutes away. But it's just a lovely cinema. Like, there's loads of room. I have really dodgy knees, so I have to be able to stretch. Or I just end up in a lot of pain. So it was good. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. And then come back and we watched Strictly. And we had leftover pizza from Friday, because there was no chance we were cooking on Friday. I do this big pumpkin here in this marmalade orange, which is quite a nice colour. I finished watching Midnight Mass. Please let me know in the comments if you've watched it, because I need to talk to somebody about it. I absolutely loved it. It's brilliant. Got 1 week of school left. I'm looking forward to being off. Okay, Okay, so they are our pumpkins done. Let me just see, I'm going to grab a brown, and I'm going to grab I'm going to go light clay brown because I can darken the polys. I'm just literally just want some colour on because I don't know how the polys are going to react or behave on this paper. I've never done it, so trust me, good old fashioned first go of everything. Why not do it live? What could possibly go wrong? And I'm hoping to God I'm in camera because I'm not in shot, because I'm not even looking. I feel like these little stalks are brown. Pumpkin stalks. I think why these are here and lying on the floor right next to me, should we black out these eyes and things. So background, I'm probably just going to black acrylic, I think. And then probably glitter. Galaxy glitter over the top. Because it's quite a big background. I mean, to be fair, I'm undecided. I could leave it white. I'm not sure. We shall see. I definitely need, I could have used my Karen pigment marker. Never mind. The last time I used this, I did use this in the Colour in Heaven, the Witch's Compendium. I did that Ennis Goera, the Pilgrim of the Forest, and I blacked out the whole background with this tiny Posca pen. It was absolutely torturous. But when you start something, so you've just got to carry on. It was one of them. And then I was looking on Amazon, like, could I get a thicker nibbed Posca pen by the next day, because it was driving me mad. But I just persevered. And it turned out fine, but it just kept clogging. I'm hoping it won't be that bad, because I'm only doing tiny little tiny little spots. If you can hear a weird sort of bubble popping noise, it's literally my coffee. The foam just must be popping, but that's all I can hear. I've just ordered, guys, so they'll be featuring, to be honest, I've bought them to use on the channel, really, but I do quite like them. I have done a really lovely page using them. I've just bought the 120 Castle Arts pencils. They're on offer, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to get them, even if I just use them on the channel. But I have done a lovely page with them, and I did quite enjoy them. But I only bought it was a little 10, a little 24 set when they were on offer, I think, for you used a code, I think you got them for like a tenner, and I got the Van Gogh set, but it was I used them on, I don't know if you've seen it, I'm sure it was in one of my completed pages videos, the hummingbird from the Rita Berman, the ground one. There's like a hummingbird with flowers, and I used Distress ink on the background, but then I only used the Castle Arts pencils to colour it, and they were lovely, to be fair. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to get them. Half price, so can't say no. Well, you probably can, but I can't. And I'd only kick myself when they went back up to 70 quid. So yeah. Really looking forward to being off. I think the first week I'm off on my own, I think I am going to go to work for a day, just to get myself on top a little bit. But then I know it'll be a bit early, might treat myself to a Halloween day one day, just watch some scary films and have a couch day. So anyone been up to anything this weekend? Let me know in the comments. I generally just been pictures and that's it. I've been to drop off some things at friends this morning. We had coffee. I'm confused with this nose now, because I think that's the black bit there. I'm just going to do that because it doesn't look right. For a coffee this morning, and that's it really. I'm trying to think what else I've watched. Oh, Strictly. Watched Strictly last night. I've not done any gaming this week, so I might get an hour on that this afternoon. So I'm just doing all these because then I can sort of see where I'm going with the pencil. I thought I'd use the polys as well because people might have them more than the Corino polycolour, but I do love them. There we go. That's our pumpkins done. I want a nice green actually. Quite like that colour. I wonder what set is that in? It's lime green. And just while I think on, I'm just going to do these leaves as well, you see, because I want to keep it quite simple. I do just want to keep this page really as simple as I can. I'm not going to lie, because the Hannah Carlson page that I've just done, I absolutely loved it. I'm not saying that I loved every second working on it, but you know, when you just need a bit of a break. There's a lot going on those witches shelves, a lot. I've still not finished actually. I need to remember to get my Galaxy glitter. I just want to add some glitter. It's a witch's shelf, it's got to be magical, hasn't it? I'm just going to put, what is this? This is lime green. So I'm just going to whack a base down on these leaves. I'm thinking this is probably not going to take me long, to be honest, but I've just realised I have no idea how to colour pumpkins, never coloured them before. So we're just going to shade, I think. Keep it nice and easy. I'm working on, not started filming it yet, but I've been writing down sort of like, not a schedule, but like a sequence of videos. So somebody mentioned it, that they would love a like calligraphy tutorial series. So I thought, let's do it. So I'm gonna film some calligraphy videos, like some sort of basic how-tos, and I thought the first one I would start with will be faux calligraphy, so basically fake calligraphy. You don't need anything fancy, you just need literally a pencil, a rubber and a fine liner, so I thought we'd do that. That'd be quite fun. And then we'll move on to like actual calligraphy with a brush pen, and then maybe a dip pen. I'm not a bit rubbish with a dip pen, not used one for a very long time. Might have to get some practice in. Oh, I've just thought actually, I've got a question to answer. So Sam, my buddy, left me a question on part 3, I think, of the Fates video, and I completely forgot to answer it. So Sam asked, if I was a colouring book artist, would I release my own colouring book? And if I would, what would be in it? And the answer to that is yes. If I could draw, I definitely would. I can't draw at all. I mean, I can barely colour. Still learning. My drawing is not great. But yeah, if I was, I definitely would release my own. Probably should have done these leaves more fall-like, but it would be too orange. I would release my own colouring book, and it would actually be like, I do love anything like mythical and mystical. I'm so honest. So Kirby Roseanne's new book, Mythical World, I think it's called, which is out in April. I'm hoping what would be in my head if I was to do my own colouring book will be that book, because I am pretty damn excited about it. Because from the looks of it, he's kind of using like folklore and myths from around the world, and it just looks like it's going to be amazing. That is probably what I would do. Like, I love anything like that. Like, I love anything mystical, magical, like supernatural. Sci-fi. I'm a big sci-fi fan, so maybe I would do like a sci-fi colouring book, you know, like that's why I absolutely love Alan Roberts' Beauty of Horror 4, because he did the horror films. You know, I'm a big horror fan, but there's also some sci-fi in there. So Aliens in there, but Predators in there, Stranger Things is in there. Like, that's probably what like I would probably go to. Or some like high fantasy maybe. Or even steampunk. Something like that. I don't know, like that, anything like that is like my type of thing. Yeah, so that's what I'd do, Sam. Something very mythical maybe, or sci-fi. It'd probably be a bit of blend. I'd probably blend, to be honest, do a bit of a fusion. I'd probably have some myths and like mythical things in there and sort of blend in that like steampunk sci-fi. So maybe like Perseus and his like steampunk armour fighting the Minotaur. I wish I could draw. Any art book, any artists out there want some ideas for a colouring book? Hit me up. Mythical steampunk there, trademark. But yeah, that's definitely what I would do. Definitely what I would do. I need to swatch out my Ohuhu. Oh no, I've got swatches of Ohuhu actually. Probably should have used them on this, but never mind. So if we just get some colour down and then start some pencil. This is a nice colour though, this lime green, I like it. I'm thinking I could really use a darker green, you see. Plus I'm thinking night time. Got candles on, so I'm going to go with it's night time. I think that's why I'll go for a black background. I think I will just acrylic it. I could distress ink it actually. So many ideas, I have no idea, I don't know what I'm going to do. Right, okay. Shall we try and tackle these pumpkins? Right, so I'm going to do some scribbling. Look at the state of this. Shocking. I'm going to have to just give in to the fact I actually just want to do them apples. They're toffee apples, aren't they? To me, toffee apples are like this colour. What set's this? Tropical. So that is probably, is that... I am going to say that that is a grapefruit orange. So I'm just going to colour the apples in and then we're going to move on to some pencil. Honestly, if you could see the mess of my desk and all I've done is coloured in some pumpkins and some leaves, pens everywhere. I've got my warmer on. Wax needs changing though, to be honest, can't really smell it. These are like proper sticky toffee apples, don't they? I'm not a toffee apple fan, to be honest. Is anyone else? I'd rather have a chocolate apple. In fact, I wouldn't, because the apples are always rubbish. I'd rather just have some chocolate. Like, to not find a toffee apple, the apple's always like a bit mushy inside. Not really for me. I'm sure I remember like my mum buying them as kids, so I'd just have a couple of bites and bin it. Scratch the chocolate off with my teeth. Even the chocolate's rubbish though, really, isn't it? Bet if you made your own though, it'd be amazing. So just two. I think it's just two. So it's quite a simple page actually. I'm liking it. I'm really, really liking it. His jacket, do I just lay some colour down on that jacket and then... No, let's get some penciled out. I'm just putting it off, just procrastinating. So here they are, dusty. They've been in the drawer. Now I'm going to get some, what's this? Like, I'm just going to get a select, well, I'm just going to pull all the oranges out, I'm not going to lie. Okay, so I've got these. Right, so I've pulled out, this is like cadmium red. I'm probably not, let's just have a look. Is it red or is it orange? It is red, but it might work. So I've got dark cadmium red. I've got the dark cadmium orange. What's this? Dark chrome yellow. As always, guys, keeping it real, keeping it scatty. You know what I'm like. Right, so they look pretty good. So I think we're going to start with dark cadmium orange, and I'm going to tackle these pumpkin heads. So can you even see it on that, over that, can you? Oops. Yeah, kinda. So do I use a bit of the red then? Use a bit of the red actually, just so that looks a bit better, doesn't it? Right, I'm gonna go with that red. I know it's red, but let me just give it a quick blast in the old doll. I'm going to use the red as my darkest orange, I think. Because I think the orange colour underneath it will just pull out the orange tones of this red. So technically it won't look too red. So, yeah, that's worked quite well. Maybe this orange marker was possibly too dark, but it doesn't matter. So what we're saying, guys, in this picture, do we think that they are pumpkin head creatures or strange furry creature? Because he's got a tail, remember? Strange furry creatures with pumpkins on the heads. I don't know. What do you think? Let me know. Just going to block colour basically this bit inside the mouth and the eyes. Now, I'm not going to lie, these seem to be, now I can't really tell, one, I've got a phone stuck in my face, and two, there's markered already down, but these seem to like this paper quite a bit. Zoom you in so you can see what I'm doing. So it's not as I know I've said I've used red, but it's not, it doesn't look red, I think, because of the, it's also not really showing on the camera, I don't think. But can you see that? So it's just, it's much darker from when I'm looking on the camera, basically. Really need to get a makeup brush, because I apologise for constantly blowing all over the place. I mean, these don't leave too much dust, but so my plan for this, I'm going to have a shower and a shave this afternoon. I've just got, if you've seen my story on Instagram, the Vanilla Pumpkin Body Shop whipped body butter. Oh my god, smells amazing. Got a little pamper this afternoon, might do a face mask, try and sort my skin out. I look really tired because I am really tired, but try and give myself a little glow up. So I'm going to just carry on with this red just underneath to try and, now I would turn this book by now, but want this stuff all over my desk. And two, I'll make you feel seasick if I start whipping the book all around the place. See, these have got, the pumpkins have got little ears like some kind of animal, aren't they? Maybe they are like a pumpkin animal. Cute though. I really want to do that other page, you know, this one. I just move all these pieces of paper, like really pastely. I just zoom out. So it's in the same kind of tree. Oh, it's in exactly the same tree because it's got the pumpkins and the apples on. But I want to do this like really pastely and bright. And this one's super, super autumny. So I am going to add in some of that orange as well. I'm just sort of trying to make the pumpkin look a bit rounder. But that's what I mean about, like, if I had the swatches, I wouldn't have to scribble, and that's what I like about my swatch book. Like, I don't have to think about it when I'm colouring, basically. And I'm thinking this would be darker here. Doesn't really stand out, to be honest, but we'll use some of this orange glaze. And I might even just, so I'm just experimenting really, because I don't know what I'm doing. If I'm being totally honest, not a clue. But you can kind of see the depth. Just going to make that dark there, make that dark. Like that. And then I'm trying to think, like, where it comes, they would probably both be dark, maybe. Pumpkin's like ridged, isn't it? So that would come out, so that would be dark, but then that wouldn't. Oh, I don't know. This would be dark, I think. Probably see it better on like a lighter pumpkin. I'm gonna swap to a lighter one in a minute, and then I might have to just come back to this and see when I've worked out what I'm actually doing. So then I might put some there actually. Yeah, because that bit would go in, wouldn't it? Like it'd meet in the middle. So then it would also there. Oh, I don't know. I'm just going with it. If I can kind of make it look a bit rounded, I'm not bothered. I think this is the first time I've used marker and pencil in a colour in heaven. I think I've only used all pencil. So, I can see it, I just don't know if it's picking it up on camera. Like it's subtle. There's a subtle sort of, there's subtle depth. There is subtle depth. These need to stand out though compared to the other pumpkins. The other pumpkins are just... It's almost mandala-y, this page, isn't it? Like, which, as I've already said, is not really me, but as soon as I seen this page on a flip through, I was like, I can't wait to colour that. Okay, so there I think I'm just going to leave. Let me see if I don't know if you can see that, if it's picking up any shade or anything, but there is some on there. Let me... If I hold it like that, you can kind of see. But let's have a look at, this one's very yellow, so I think I'm going to start off with, I'm not going to use those pencils, I'm going to start off with cadmium orange. I think that's probably my darkest of these three. Sorry, no, that's really annoying. Not even sharpened it, not going to lie. I thought if I put... I might go actually. Orange glaze in there. Just to really darken that, and then let's have a look. Right, so I do want some. That's quite a nice colour. Am I in shot? Barely. So I'm thinking what I'll do is, like the Fates one, because you'll have seen me colour a couple of pumpkins, I'll do the rest off camera so you're not just watching me colour pumpkins in for 4 hours, because I'm probably going to stop filming in a minute. But I won't do anything else. I might do a couple of leaves just to get a feel, but then I'll do the rest on camera. I feel like that probably works best. You've seen me tackle a lot, I think, on this page so far. I do just want, while I'm colouring and you're watching, I do just want to say thank you again to every single person who has liked, subscribed, sent me a comment. I do genuinely appreciate it. I read every single comment and I will get back to every single comment. If I have missed any, then I do apologise. I do find YouTube very difficult to keep track of who's commenting. Does anyone else find that? It's really difficult. It's just not easy. But I do try and have a quick check of all my videos once a week to see if anyone's commented anything new. I do use that studio app, but that's not that helpful message wise. So I do try and keep on top of them, and I will reply to every single one. But I honestly really appreciate it. Like, I've wanted to do YouTube for so long, since I started calligraphy really, but just never got round to it. Never thought anyone would watch it, if I'm being honest. So I took the plunge, obviously. With colouring, and I'm so glad that I did. I really appreciate it. I'm not doing this in any way thinking it's going to make me rich, and I know it's not. It's not the idea. I couldn't care less. Don't want to earn any money from it. But honestly, I just love it. I love sitting down, love chatting away to you guys. So I do really appreciate it. See, that one looks a lot better. Again, I'm just trying to, I've got the ring light on, so. But then I'm just going to go over with dark cadmium yellow just to blend it all together, and I think that's quite similar to that background colour or base layer. These feel like they're working really nice. I'm going to have to do a page just in polys in one of these magazines, I think, just to see. Because I don't know if it's just because I've put marker down and it looks really smooth, but it does feel pretty smooth. Now this is a bit darker. I am still going to stick with the cadmium orange. I think I'll have done one of each pumpkin then, won't I? I think I could probably take this darker. I think I could probably go one up and go for orange glaze. Probably burnish the page now, but yes, it's just, I don't know if can you see that. It's a tiny little pumpkin anyway. It's probably just, oh yeah. By the time I've had any shade, I might as well have just coloured it all. Yeah, it's so small, that's probably all I'm going to do to it, to be honest. Again, I don't know if you can, if it's going to pick it up with the ring light, but it has added a little bit of depth. And I think the only other thing I want to do, I'll just tackle this little apple. Let me just grab a red. Oops, probably just smashed all my pencils because that was my Black Widows. Let me just see if I can sharpen these 1 minute. Oh, I don't know which was the darker one now. I think it's that one. So I'll do that, because then what I can do is do all the pumpkins and these red apples off camera, and then we're up to moving on then next time to something else. Hope that the camera just doesn't seem to be picking it up, but honestly that's much darker than the marker. May need to burnish this. I want my burnisher somewhere. I think it's in that pencil case actually. Tell you what, that's one thing I'm not really very good at, like drips and spills. I can't really work out where the shadow would go, if I'm being honest. I'm just going to add some of this in. It is Pale Geranium Leek. Have I not got that? Oh no, it was cadmium red, wasn't it? So again, I'm not sure if you can see if that's made any difference whatsoever, but let me have a look. I've just added like some dark to the edges. Honestly, it does make a difference. It just obviously isn't picking it up on camera, because why would it? Why would it? What is this? This is like cadmium red. I'm going to just burnish it with that, I think. Because that looks very similar to that grapefruit red. And then I think all I would do on that then is, and I don't think I've got it with me, is just add some white gel pen, but I have, must have picked it up. Lights there. Just add a bit of red, probably way too much, but it'll look alright when it's done, I think. And guys, I'm just going to zoom out. There's the absolute carnage next to the book. There is the page so far. Thank you. So you can see a slight difference. These have got no pencil on. He's got a bit of pencil on. I might need to add some more, I think. I might do that in a minute. But thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. As usual, leave me some comments for me to chat about in the next one, and I will do that. I might even film it tomorrow night, Rebel. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give me a thumbs up. Please don't forget to comment. And if you've not already, then subscribe, because more content is on its way. I will see you guys in the next one. And I hope you enjoyed it. See you soon. Bye.